Alright, I'm back, with a part two. I got some more. I wanted to get out, I was on break, but it's all good. But I'm gonna read it again. Alright, this is Psalms 37 and right? Let me see. Psalms 37 and 3 says, Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. And like I said, going into us having, just let me get that. Okay. Psalms, second chapter, right? And 7. And I will declare the decree the Lord hath said unto me, the Lord Yahweh hath said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Right? Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen, the other nations. Okay? Because, the world was created for our sakes, man. And also them, these heathen, man. They were even created for our sake. They were created to be servants of us, man. For thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, right? So let me get the word for possession. The word is akuza, right? It says possession, property, land, possession by inheritance. Something seized if you look down here, especially of land. And don't these heathen, chiefly Esau, right? As of right now, don't he have us in possession, right? If you go to Ezekiel 36 and real quick, in 1 it says, Also thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, Ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because the enemy have said against you, Aha, even the ancient high places are in our possession. Therefore Therefore prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, because they have made you desolate, swallow you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen. Ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people, man. And where we are they possession, man. See? Look at for instance, these celebrities, these sports stars, man. Like MJ, Look how much work MJ put in throughout his career, man. How much he made, how much he's worth, and how much he's worth on behalf of his sneaker line, man. The Air Jordan line, man. Okay? That has to be billions, man. But he's getting crumbs out of what he should be getting, man. That should be all his, man. But who's getting, who's seizing a majority of that money is the heathen, Esau Edom, man. He's receiving a majority of that money. They giving them crumbs, man. LeBron James and all these other Jakes, man. That's working their ass off, man. Even the average everyday Jake, man. That's at these, what's left of these mom and pop shops, Jake is putting, in the labor, but who's benefiting off of it? Esau Edom and the heathen, man. That's why I talks about the dogs, how the dogs licked the parable with Lazarus and the rich man. The dogs licked the wounds, of Lazarus, man. Was Lazarus in the spirit was Israel, man. It says, Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. And he goes into therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which is you Edomites, which have appointed my land and to their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, and to cast it out for a prey, man. And you also just got the people. Not only do you have our land, but you have us in your possession, man. Because we're considered that ancient high place. So they have us in possession. They're reaping, the benefits of our labor. So the same thing, the Lord's going to do that, and he's going to put them, in subjection. You see? This is Jeremiah 30 and 16 says, Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey, man. You know? So the same things, the same fate that we had to deal with as we are now, they going to deal with it. You see? And it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after, man. You see? So that's how we going. That's the true reparations, you know. That's going to be, you know, the restoring of our nation, man. You see? Anything else outside that's not the true restoration out of our nation, because it starts with this word first. But the point being is they going to be our possession, man. You see? Them. You see? And another thing is them having us in possession, that, you know, our women in possession, right? You see how they hold, you know, they whore, make our women whores, and they put it, you know, on live TV for the world to see. What was that, the video that Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B just did, WAP, which you know what that means, you know? See? So we're property, but it's about to happen to them. It's going to happen to them, man. You see? The Lord's going to restore us, and the way he's going to restore us is he's going to set us back up, and he's going to make our enemies, you know, our footstool, man. And they're going to be our possession. Okay? Especially their women, you know? And we're not saying, you know, you have to deal, you know, with the heathen woman. If you were Israelite man, you don't want to deal with the heathen woman, you know, in the kingdom. You ain't got to. You see? I'm just saying, you know, that will take place. You see? See, Jake, you know, like that Jake in that video, they all emotional. The scriptures say, gird up thy loins like a man. And also it says in the book of 2nd Ezra, I believe the 4th chapter, the 4th or 7th chapter, you know, put off the weak nature. Let thee go of these mortal thoughts and put off the weak nature, man. You see? See, Esau wants you to have this bottom feeding, you know, no rulership mentality mindset. See, he has a rulership mindset. That's why he rules over you the way he does, man. You see? All these heathen, man, when these heathen went above us, you know, Ishmael and, you know, the Persians, all these other heathens were over us. They always had, you know, the Israelite woman as a concubine, man. You know? They always had an Israelite woman. What do you think Esther was? Esther, why do you think she was considered a queen? Because she was a queen to the Persians at that time, man. You see? Which we don't, our nation, we don't deal with queens because if you go into queens, it really means prostitute, you know? We had princesses, but the heathen, they call them queens, man. You see, that's another thing, you know? And why was she a queen? Because she was a concubine, because we were a possession of those heathens at that time. The heathen nation that was ruling at that time. And it's going to flip, man. You see? This is, okay, this is Isaiah 60:5. It says, then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come on to thee. Just let me go into the word forces. You know? And this Gentiles in this verse is talking about the heathen, man. Okay? The word is kayil. It says strength, might, efficiency, wealth. Wealth, ability, efficiency. If you go down here, it says means or other resources. An army, wealth, virtue, valor, strength, you know, forces, goods. So you get the point. Riches. You see? See how Jake, and even when it comes to Esau, see how Jake, you know, everything we have and we, you know, we create, you know, we produce through our skill. Okay? Who is the wealth going to? It's not going to Jake. It's going to the elites, man. It's going to these heathen, especially speaking of who's ruling now, Edom, man. You see? Even the other nations, the other heathen nations. You see? All the bombings and, you know, all these treaties that's in these lands, these other heathen lands. All that wealth is not going into those places like Africa. Who runs Africa? The French. You know, they got their hands in Africa. Edomites. You know, the Middle East. You know, who got their hands in that? It's mostly Edom, man. Edom got their hands in everything because that's their blessing. That's that temporary blessing that they received, that they will have the fatness of the earth, man. So all the wealth, all the resources that certain nations have, all of it is going to a particular nation, which is Edom right now. But real soon, when our enemies go down, they go into captivity, okay? That's what's gonna happen with us. All their wealth is gonna come to us, man. It says our gates are gonna be open continually, man. You see? It's gonna say it right there in the 11th verse. Okay? So all their wealth, man, their stone, I like the stones, you know, I got amethyst, you know, I like emerald. Any nation, heathen that got that, they gonna have to bring that to us, man. The best of it, man. Okay, they're women. You see? The best of their women. Okay, women that haven't been touched. They gonna bring that to us, man. You see? Whatever gold, silver, all that, man. Whatever they got that's considered, you know, precious, it's gonna be brought to us, man. The best of it is gonna come to us, man. You see? That's what's coming. You see? It says, the multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams and the Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. You know? Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows? Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord Yahweh, thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers, talking about the other nations, the sons of the other nations, shall build up thy walls, because when after the destruction of this American empire, this beast system, it's going to be a lot of repairing that's going to need to be done. And who you think is going to do all the laboring? Who you think is going to be doing the building? When we were brought over here, you know, on slave ships, who did the building? Did Edom do the building? Of course not. We did the building. The same thing's going to happen with them. That's going to be their first mission, to clean up the bodies from the Third World War, as it says in Ezekiel, the 39th chapter. Okay? And then they're going to be put to work, man. You see? Continual employment, meaning what? It's no longer going to be a such thing as unemployment, man. It's always going to be work. Okay? They're going to build up the kingdom, man. You see? It says, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee. Right? He put us in, power put us in captivity, but to show us favor, to show us that he's dealing with us again, he's going to put our enemies in captivity. And they're going to be put to work. You see? For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I've had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. Because if you go real quick, I got to make this quick. Yep, this is Revelations 21. Right? I'm going to start at 10. And it says, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from Yahweh. Right? Having the glory of Yahweh, and her light was like unto a stone more precious, even like a jasper stone, and a clear as crystal. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, man. Okay? So, our gates, you're going to have, every tribe is going to have a gate before you enter into their city with their name on it, man. You're going to have one that says the tribe of Judah, you know, the one that says the tribe of Levi, the tribe of, you know, Benjamin, all the tribes, man. You see? So they're going to be bringing all their resources to us, man. It's the point, man. So I'm going to pick up where I left off. I'm going to close it out. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces, the wealth, the resources of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought, man. Okay? Because in this destruction, you got the elites. They think they gonna hide in their bunkers, you know, and after all the destruction, they're gonna come out and rebuild, not knowing, according to Psalms 149, they're going straight into captivity. They're gonna be the first fruits of captivity. They're gonna be the first, they're gonna bring all the Edomites and all the heathen of the elites of the other nations. No, they're gonna be the ones to bring their nation back, right into captivity. You see? It says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Okay? So, actually, I'm gonna finish it up. The glory of Lebanon shall come on to thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. You know, wherein thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, right? Is this, you know, what did they say? They called us in Jeremiah, what did it say in Jeremiah 30, the 30th chapter? You know, they called thee an outcast. Remember that? It says, wherein thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many nations, man. You know, we're going to have a great fame in the land where we will put to shame. You know, it's going to be known to the world, which is, you got people that want to be in denial because they see this thing up. But when this system go down, it's going to be known who the Israelites are, man. As it is now, but it's going to be sealed, man. You know, ain't going to be no ands or buts or, you know, well, maybe, nah. It's going to be official, man. You see? Yahweh Shema Shah is going to make that official. You see? So that was it, you know. Call hello Allah, Yahweh Shema Shah. Yahweh Ratazah, this was edifying. Baba Shah, Baba Ball, Baba Ball, Baba Ha'ayabia. Shalom to the elect and to the few Akwaf that do listen, learn, and believe. Shalom.